Chosen ones, be careful. God is warning you about a man. He is involved in something hidden. I am speaking clearly because danger does not always knock loudly before it enters your life. There is a man around you whose smile hides intention, whose words carry weight that you cannot yet see, and if you ignore this now, you may miss the protection I am stretching over you at this very moment. Listen closely, because what I am revealing can save you from heartbreak, loss, and a delay that was never meant for your destiny. This is not fear speaking. This is love warning you before something precious is touched. Comment, Amen. I am warning you about a man who is involved in something hidden, and I say this plainly, so you understand that secrecy surrounds him like a shadow. What he is part of is not obvious on the surface, but it carries consequences that could spill into your path if you remain unaware. I am not exposing this to create suspicion in your heart, but to sharpen your discernment so you do not open doors that should remain closed. There are conversations he has that you do not hear, and decisions he makes that are not aligned with the light I have placed inside you. I want you alert, not anxious, watchful, not afraid. You feel something in your spirit when you are near him, and that feeling is not random. I planted that inner alert within you so that you would sense when something is off balance. Do not silence that nudge just because he speaks kindly or appears helpful. The hidden involvement I speak of is tied to choices that could compromise your peace, your reputation, or even your calling. You are chosen, and the enemy often hides behind familiar faces when he cannot reach you directly. If you believe that I am guiding your steps even now, comment 1212. I need you to understand that not every connection is sent to bless you. Some are allowed near you only so your discernment can grow stronger. This man is navigating something beneath the surface, something that may involve deception, manipulation, or alliances that do not honor truth. If you attach yourself too closely without caution, you may find yourself defending what you never agreed to support. I am pulling back the curtain just enough so you can choose wisely. Within this warning there is protection, and within this protection there is favor. I would not speak so firmly if your future were not valuable. You have prayed for clarity, and this is clarity. You have asked me to remove what is not meant for you, and sometimes removal begins with revelation. Do not feel guilty for stepping back when I show you something that disturbs your peace. And because your obedience matters in moments like this, I ask you to like the video as a sign that you receive this direction and will not ignore what I am placing before you. The hidden matter he is involved in may not be fully exposed yet, but it will surface in time. Secrets do not remain buried forever, especially when they are built on unstable ground. I am giving you the advantage of foresight, so you are not caught in the collapse. This is how I guard my chosen ones. I whisper before storms arrive so you can move to shelter without panic. Do not confront recklessly, and do not accuse without wisdom. Instead, observe quietly and allow me to confirm what I have shown you. When you create distance, you will see more clearly. When you stop explaining yourself to him, you will notice shifts in his behavior. The hidden involvement thrives on access, and your boundaries weaken its influence. I know you want to believe the best in people, and that softness in you is beautiful. I placed compassion in your heart so you could reflect my love. But compassion must walk alongside discernment, or it becomes a doorway for harm. This warning is not an attack on your kindness, it is a shield for your future. You may feel conflicted because part of you hopes this is not true. That tension is normal when light begins to expose what was concealed. I am not asking you to hate him or speak against him. I am asking you to guard your space and protect what I am building in you. Your calling is too important to be entangled in hidden agendas. The involvement I speak of touches areas that could stain your integrity if you are too closely connected. I am separating you before association becomes accusation. When truth comes out, I do not want your name entangled in confusion. I am preserving your testimony because your life is meant to shine, not be clouded by someone else's choices. This is also a test of your obedience. Will you trust my whisper over your comfort? Will you honor the unease in your spirit instead of dismissing it as imagination? I am strengthening your spiritual senses in this season. The more you respond quickly to my guidance, the sharper your discernment will become. You are not losing anything by stepping back. You are gaining clarity and peace. If this man reacts strongly to your boundaries, that reaction will reveal more than any explanation could. Truth often shows itself when access is denied. I am letting character speak for itself without you needing to argue. Remember who you are. You are chosen, favored, and protected. I do not warn without reason, and I do not reveal without purpose. Even in this, I am working for your good. I am aligning you with relationships that uplift, support, and honor your destiny. Do not fear hidden things, because nothing is hidden from me. I see every conversation, every agreement, every secret plan. What is concealed from you is clear before my eyes. And because I love you, I am stepping in early, so your path remains clean and your heart remains whole. What if a tiny 7-second brain ritual could erase your debt and open the door to real abundance? A leaked CIA document has revealed a simple 7-second method, now helping everyday people get out of debt and draw in wealth. Tested by 4 leading neuroscience labs, this easy home practice is turning money problems into better lifestyles. People are getting new homes, cars, and travel experiences. But this information could be removed at any moment. Click the link in the description and comments before it disappears. Stay close to me in the coming days. Pray quietly and listen carefully. I will show you more through subtle confirmations and gentle reminders. You are not alone in this situation. I am your defender, your guide, and your protector. This man's hidden involvement is not only about actions, it is about influence. Influence spreads slowly, like a quiet current under calm water. If you remain unaware, you may begin to adjust your thinking, your standards, or your decisions without realizing where the shift began. I am guarding your mind as much as your circumstances. I am protecting your clarity so that you do not slowly compromise what I have carefully built inside you. You have worked too hard to heal. You have prayed too long for stability. You have come too far in your faith to allow subtle pressure to pull you backward. The enemy does not always attack with loud destruction. Sometimes he uses proximity and familiarity. That is why I am teaching you to measure character by consistency, not by charm. There are patterns around this man that will start to repeat if you watch closely. Words that do not fully match actions. Stories that slightly change depending on the audience. Reactions that become defensive when simple questions are asked. I am not asking you to investigate like a detective. I am asking you to observe with wisdom and stay anchored in the peace I give you. Comment 333. When you begin to limit your emotional access, you will notice something important. His response will reveal whether he values you for who you are or for what he gains from your presence. Hidden agendas often depend on silent cooperation. When cooperation stops, motives surface. That is when clarity becomes undeniable. Do not underestimate the power of stepping back quietly. You do not need dramatic exits or public announcements. Sometimes protection looks like reduced communication and guarded vulnerability. I am teaching you strength that does not shout. I am forming maturity in you that chooses peace over explanation. You might feel moments of doubt, wondering if you are being too cautious. That is where trust in me becomes vital. I am not leading you into isolation. I am leading you into alignment. The relationships meant for your future will not require you to ignore red flags or silence your spirit. There is also something deeper at work here. The hidden involvement is connected to instability that could spill into your life during a critical season. You are entering a time of expansion. Opportunities are opening. Doors are shifting. I will not allow unstable connections to contaminate what I am about to establish. You may notice that conversations with him leave you drained instead of strengthened. Pay attention to that. Energy is a signal. Peace is a signal. When interaction consistently produces heaviness, that is not random. I designed your spirit to register imbalance before your mind can explain it. You are not responsible for fixing what he is involved in. You are not called to rescue someone who is comfortable in secrecy. Your calling is to remain aligned with truth. If he chooses darkness, that is his decision. Your responsibility is to remain in the light. There will come a moment when what is hidden begins to surface more clearly. It may not explode publicly. It may unfold quietly through exposure, consequences, or separation. When that moment comes, you will feel grateful that you listened early. You will recognize that my warning spared you entanglement. I want you to understand something important. My protection does not mean you will never encounter complicated people. It means you will not be destroyed by them. You are learning to move with awareness instead of innocence alone. There is strength in that growth. You may also experience a shift in your emotional attachment. As you create space, feelings may fade or become clearer. That is not cruelty, that is clarity. Sometimes distance reveals whether connection was built on truth or on convenience. Comment 777. Do not let guilt draw you back into proximity. Compassion does not require exposure. You can wish someone well from a healthy distance. You can pray for someone without giving them access to your personal life. Boundaries are not rejection, they are wisdom in action. In the coming days, I will give you small confirmations. You may overhear something unexpected. You may notice behavior that aligns with what I already told you. These are not coincidences. They are gentle reinforcements, so you can stand firm without confusion. This season is shaping you into someone who recognizes patterns quickly. The more you trust my nudges, the less chaos will touch you. You are becoming spiritually alert. That alertness will serve you far beyond this one situation. Remember that you are not defined by who walks away from you. You are defined by who I am shaping you to become. If distance forms naturally, allow it. If separation becomes permanent, accept it without bitterness. I will replace what leaves with something healthier. There is blessing on the other side of obedience. I am positioning you near people who operate in transparency and integrity. I am aligning you with relationships where honesty does not have to be questioned. But I cannot bring those fully into your life if you remain tightly attached to hidden instability. Do not fear loneliness during this adjustment. Temporary solitude is often preparation for stronger connections. I use quiet seasons to refine your discernment and strengthen your confidence. When you no longer tolerate secrecy, you attract clarity. Could a CIA-revealed brain ritual be the quickest path to a life of luxury? Newly uncovered CIA research has exposed a powerful brainwave method that is helping ordinary people attract wealth almost immediately. This 7-second at-home ritual, verified by 4 neuroscience labs, is shifting people from debt to dream houses, cars, and trips. If you are seeing this, you are fortunate, because this page might be taken down soon. Click the link in the description and comments to learn the secret before it is gone. You are protected even when you feel uncertain. I am watching details you cannot see. I am intercepting outcomes you would not want. I am closing doors quietly so you do not have to suffer loudly. Let this strengthen your trust in me. I do not expose to embarrass. I reveal to protect. I do not warn to frighten. I warn to preserve. You are valuable to me, and I guard what is valuable. As you move forward, walk calmly. Do not let fear control your behavior. Let wisdom guide it. Keep your focus on your growth, your calling, your peace. What is hidden will handle itself without your interference. Stay close to my voice. It is steady and consistent. When confusion rises, return to the peace you felt when I first warned you. That peace was confirmation. That clarity was my covering over your life. As you create healthy distance, you may notice subtle shifts in your environment. Conversations may feel lighter. Your thoughts may feel clearer. The tension you once carried around this connection may begin to dissolve. That is not coincidence. That is confirmation. The hidden involvement I spoke of carries layers you do not fully see yet. Some of those layers involve people who operate without accountability. Others involve decisions made in private that conflict with integrity. I am shielding you from the ripple effects of choices you did not make. When you detach emotionally, you break silent agreements you never consciously signed. Sometimes proximity creates unspoken loyalty. When you step back, that loyalty is released. This is how I free you from consequences that were never yours to carry. You may start recognizing moments from the past that now make more sense. Things that once felt small may suddenly feel significant. That is your discernment maturing. I am helping you reinterpret what you experienced through clearer eyes. Comment 222. This situation is also strengthening your ability to trust yourself. For a long time you questioned your instincts. You wondered if you were overthinking or being too sensitive. Now you are learning that sensitivity, when guided by me, is strength. The man I warned you about may attempt to pull you back with charm, apologies, or promises of change. Words are easy when exposure feels near, but I want you to watch consistency, not emotion. Transformation is proven through sustained behavior, not urgent persuasion. Do not argue your reasons for distance. Silence can be powerful when used wisely. You do not owe anyone access to your peace. Protecting your spirit is not selfish. It is stewardship over the life I entrusted to you. You are entering a season where alignment matters deeply. Every relationship will either accelerate or delay your progress. I am clearing what delays you. I am refining your circle before elevation becomes visible. You may feel moments of sadness as you release the image of what you hoped this connection would become. That grief is natural. You are not grieving the person alone. You are grieving the possibility you imagined. But I am replacing imagined futures with prepared realities. There is something ahead that requires a clean foundation. Hidden instability cannot support what I am about to build in your life. I am establishing you on solid ground. That sometimes means removing what looks stable but is not rooted in truth. As distance grows, you will observe more from afar than you ever did up close. Patterns become clearer when emotion is not clouding your view. You will see behaviors repeat in ways that confirm everything I told you. Let observation replace confrontation. Comment 999. I also want you to understand that this lesson will protect you in future relationships. Discernment is transferable. What you learn here will guard you later. You will recognize early signs without needing dramatic warnings. Do not become hardened. Do not let caution turn into suspicion of everyone. Balance is important. Remain open, but not exposed. Remain kind, but not unguarded. Your peace is a priority to me. I do not want you constantly wondering what is happening behind your back. The right connections will not create that tension. They will bring clarity without confusion. You may hear rumors or partial truths about what he is involved in. Do not chase details. You do not need full exposure to validate obedience. Trust the initial warning I gave you. That was enough. When hidden things surface, they often bring collateral damage. I am ensuring you are not standing in the blast radius when that happens. Separation before exposure is mercy. Distance before fallout is grace. I see your heart, and I know you prefer harmony, but harmony without honesty is fragile. I am teaching you to value integrity over comfort. That shift will elevate your entire life. There is strength growing inside you right now. Each time you choose boundaries over familiarity, you reinforce your worth. Each time you trust my guidance over temporary emotion, you strengthen your spiritual foundation. Do not fear missing out. What leaves your life under my direction is not your blessing. What stays after testing is what belongs. I filter so you can flourish. Soon, you will feel lighter in ways you cannot explain. Decisions will feel clearer. Your energy will return. That is the result of disconnecting from hidden tension. Is it actually possible for a 7-second ritual to turn financial hardship into sudden prosperity? A leaked CIA-backed study introduces a short money ritual that is already changing lives. Approved by 4 neuroscience labs, it retrains your mind to pull money toward you. People who were once struggling are now living their ideal lives with luxury homes, new vehicles, and travel. But this information may not stay online. Click the description and comments now before it is permanently removed. Stay steady. Do not reopen doors out of nostalgia. Nostalgia edits reality and highlights only what felt good. But I see the full picture, and I am protecting you from what nostalgia hides. There are people coming into your life who operate in truth. They will not need secrets to function. They will not require you to ignore discomfort. They will align naturally with the peace I place inside you. This experience is not punishment, it is preparation. I am shaping you into someone who chooses wisely without fear. You are not becoming suspicious, you are becoming spiritually intelligent. Trust that I am ahead of you. Before you sensed anything, I had already seen it. Before confusion entered your mind, I had already planned your protection. I am never late in guarding my chosen ones. Continue walking calmly. Continue praying quietly. Continue observing without reacting. What needs to unfold will unfold without your force. You may notice that communication from him feels different. The tone may carry subtle pressure. There may be attempts to make you feel guilty for stepping back. That is not love speaking. That is control reacting to lost access. Hidden involvement often survives on silence and compliance. When you quietly removed yourself, you disrupted something that depended on your presence. That is why the energy may feel tense. You are no longer participating in what you were never meant to be part of. Do not internalize his disappointment. His reaction is not your responsibility. Your responsibility is alignment with me. When you choose obedience over comfort, you strengthen your future. Comment 555. I want you to notice how your peace increases when you are not trying to manage his emotions. That peace is evidence that you stepped into the right position. Peace is not random. It is confirmation that you are standing where I want you. You are also learning the difference between empathy and entanglement. Empathy allows you to care without absorbing chaos. Entanglement pulls you into situations that slowly drain you. I am teaching you to care wisely. There may be moments when you are tempted to check in, to see if anything has changed. Be careful. Curiosity can reopen doors that were closing for your protection. Growth sometimes requires resisting the urge to revisit what I have already addressed. The hidden matter connected to him is still unfolding. You do not need front row seats to its exposure. I am keeping you positioned at a safe distance. When truth surfaces, you will not be scrambling to separate your name from it. You may begin hearing subtle confirmations from unexpected places, a comment from someone who unknowingly highlights a pattern, an observation that aligns with your earlier unease. These are gentle reinforcements, not accidents. Your sensitivity is sharpening. You are becoming quicker at recognizing inconsistencies. That is not paranoia. That is discernment developed through obedience. Comment 1010. I also want to speak to the part of you that wonders if you could have handled it differently. Release that thought. You responded when I warned you. That is what matters. You are not responsible for someone else's hidden choices. As time passes, emotional attachment will lose its grip. What once felt complicated will begin to feel simple. You will realize that clarity is peaceful, even when it requires letting go. You are not losing a blessing, you are avoiding a burden. What I have prepared for you does not require secrecy to function. It does not demand that you ignore red flags. It flows with honesty. This season is strengthening your boundaries for future leadership. Yes, leadership. I am shaping you to guide others wisely. You cannot lead effectively if you ignore warning signs in your own life. There is power in recognizing when to step back. That power is quiet but strong. It protects your integrity and preserves your influence. Soon, you will feel gratitude instead of confusion. You will see that what felt uncertain at first was actually mercy in disguise. You were spared from deeper involvement before consequences intensified. Continue focusing on your growth. Pour energy into your calling, your purpose, your spiritual development. The more you invest in what I am building, the less appealing, unstable connections will seem. Do not become bitter. Let this experience refine you, not harden you. Bitterness blocks blessing. Wisdom attracts it. You are being elevated in awareness. That elevation requires shedding attachments that cannot rise with you. It is not rejection, it is redirection. Trust that I am arranging your path with precision. I do not randomly remove people. I reposition you intentionally. Every adjustment serves a greater alignment. There will come a day when you look back and clearly see the turning point. You will recognize that this warning marked the moment you chose discernment over denial. That choice will echo into your future in ways you cannot yet imagine. Stay steady. Stay close to me. I am guarding not only your present, but your reputation, your opportunities, and your emotional stability. The hidden involvement will continue its course without you. And because you listened, it will not attach itself to your destiny. The more space you create, the more truth reveals itself without effort. You may notice that information reaches you without you searching for it. Small details may surface that confirm what I already showed you. This is not coincidence. When you move in obedience, clarity follows naturally. There is something powerful about refusing to participate in secrecy. Darkness depends on agreement. When you step out of agreement, you weaken its influence in your own life. You have done that, and that matters more than you realize. You might still feel moments of softness toward him. That is human. Compassion does not disappear overnight, but compassion does not require reconnection. You can wish someone growth while remaining protected. Comment 1515. Have you heard about the secret ritual the government does not want people to know? Imagine if just 7 seconds could clear your debts and bring wealth effortlessly. A leaked CIA report and 4 top neuroscience labs confirm this is real. Families who were struggling are now moving into dream homes with peace of mind, but this secret could be taken down at any time. Click the link in the description and comments before it vanishes. As days pass, observe how your focus shifts back to your own path. You are thinking more clearly about your goals. You are sensing renewed energy around your purpose. That is because distraction is losing its grip. The hidden involvement I warned you about is connected to instability that would have eventually demanded your defense. You would have found yourself explaining things you never did. I refused to let that happen. I intervened before your integrity was questioned. This is how I guard the future I have prepared for you. I see intersections long before you arrive at them. I redirect early so you do not experience unnecessary damage. What feels like loss now is prevention in motion. You may begin noticing how differently you carry yourself in other relationships. You are more observant. You are slower to overcommit. You are quicker to sense imbalance. That growth is the fruit of discernment. Do not second-guess your boundary simply because time has passed. Distance is not punishment. It is protection sustained. Just because the urgency feels quieter does not mean the warning was temporary. You are also breaking a pattern. In the past, you may have ignored small signals to preserve connection. This time, you listened. That shift will change your relational future completely. Comment 1717. I want you to pay attention to the peace that settles in when you do not engage. That peace is not emptiness, it is safety. It is space for healthier connections to grow. There are people watching how you handle this, even if they never say it aloud.